I can own a fishing rod. Fishing rods kill fish. I can own a gun. Guns kill deer. Bears, and I don't want my wife to be in a position where she's trapped in a forest and has to choose between me or the bear. I can't. If I know what women in 2024 are going to do, they're going to choose the bear. I got to take him out. He's a threat to my marriage. that's how I got. This kid's like, no, you tell me why, and he just starts like laying into me.
When I get a yeah,
I matched his energy and got aggressive right back. I made that kid throw the headset and rage quit the debate in like 2 minutes flat.
Honestly, I think it was shorter than that.
Oh, like, we need a well-regulated militia. Send the Constitution because we got to fight back against a tyrannical government. That's why I'm not worried about Trump. We got the Second Amendment. I was like, now, Colton, before I read this article, is this article...
Have you read it?
...going to, A, tell me that CNN tells more lies than any other network, or is this article going to be tell me that CNN tells lies, but the others also lie, so it doesn't matter which one you watch? And he was like, no, CNN lies like almost half the time, blah, blah, blah. They break it down by percentage. I was like, okay, cool. And that was what was in the headline. So then I read through it, and sure enough, the article said CNN lies about 28% of the time. But in the very next sentence, after the part that he was trying to prove, it then said, Fox News lies 68% of the time, MSNBC lies 54% of the time, and then it listed all of the others. CNN did lie a lot, but it lied less than all the others.
So, yeah, dude, if you're trusting, like, I just go check a couple sources. Like, I wouldn't be.
But the thing is, they don't.
MSNBC or Fox.
All right, so they all lie a lot. CNN did statistically lie the least. So the article he linked me did prove that CNN lies, a quarter of the time, but that's still less than all the others. So
yeah,
it kind of still supported my argument.
Come back, you stupid bitch, and get in the shelter.
So it kind of still supported my argument. The key takeaway here is that, yes, they all lie, but they don't all lie about the same thing at the same time. So that means if you ever want to get the full story, watch them all.
Yep.
And use your brain.
Yeah.
So and he did several articles like that during that stream, and every article he linked to me was like that, where the headline would prove his point, but then after you read the article, it kind of proved my point more.
Dude, and that is what's so bad about America. Everyone's so partisan, and they just want to find stuff that agrees with them. It's like, go find something that's going to shake you up a little bit.
Everyone Googles the thing they want, find the headline that agrees with them, and then they don't read the article. They just hit reshare, retweet, reshare. And that's how this shit spreads.
If Google was a guy.
Yeah, so I used him as an example of how bad that can be, and like you get to see it happen in real time. Then he rage quit the stream, and he disappeared for a few days. And the stream where he came back, he wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. And that's the stream you saw in the video, where he went off and wrote his own articles to support his arguments and tried to trick me by sending me those. His sources said he made it the fuck up. He literally did that shit in real time, and he thought I wouldn't catch it. Because then
Cancel culture strikes again.
Don't read the title. Oh, I'm reading the title.
I was like, Colton Garcia News Network. Don't even read the name. Just read the thing. It's so bad. I'm trying to find the next stream because he tries one more time before Colton Garcia has left us forever. He tried.
He posted the
he tried one more time in voice chat before he no longer came back to our voice chat, and that time was record-breakingly short, and he brought backup. So I'm having
the rest of his gaming shit squad. Yeah, cool.
No. This. So I'm trying to find the stream. I'm still going through my old streams, but there's one stream where he pops in the voice chat, and we start having another little debate about politics, and he starts losing the debate. And then out of nowhere, he's got someone in the room with him, one of his little friends or something. Out of nowhere, one of his friends is suddenly on the microphone, took the headset away from him and put it on, and he starts trying to argue with me. And this dude's super aggressive.
Holy shit!
And this dude's super aggressive. He's not like Colton. Colton's real soft spoken and stutters a lot. No, this kid's like, no, you tell me why, and he just starts like laying into me.
When I get a yeah.
I matched his energy and got aggressive right back. I made that kid throw the headset and rage quit the debate in like 2 minutes flat.
Honestly, I think it was shorter than that.
Oh God, it was like, yeah, and that was the last time Colton was ever in my voice chat.
Yeah, I'm sure the kid fucking broke his headset.
Oh my, he was like, what? Bullshit, man. He just fucking rage quit. And I was like, oh, that's content. It's quality content right there. I just started laughing. It's quality content.
That's why kids shouldn't vote, Ryan.
Yep, this is why we don't allow them to vote.
There you go.
I even yelled that at his friend when his friend tells me that he's not old enough to vote either. I was like, doesn't even matter if you're right or if you're wrong. Your opinion literally doesn't matter because you can't vote.
I've never argued that kids should be able to vote. I said if you can go to war, you should be able to vote, or we should increase the age at which you can be drafted. Either 18 makes sense or it doesn't make sense, and like it's like I feel like it's bullshit. It's just because it's
17 with parent permission, my friend. Jesus.
Yeah. It's not like they're drafting minors. They don't do that.
Not anymore.
No, I mean it's extreme. Like you'd have to be a World War III situation. Even then, they're going to draft this age bracket first. Then they're going to draft the 18-year-olds and the fresh recruits. And then, oh, shit, our numbers are running low. We're getting desperate. Now they're going to tap the minor population. But then parents have to sign. Yeah, there's all these hoops that they got to jump through. So the likelihood
I'm telling you, if it gets desperate to where we're bringing kids in, it's game over, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say it's already lost.
Yeah, I don't even think, did they do that during World War II?
No, you had to lie.
A lot of people lied. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
really
the citizens.
That
was the citizens lying to get in, and the government going. Well, if we don't check them, it's not our fault. Yeah, they were just taking anybody that wanted in, but they weren't checking everybody. It's not like they were going to people's houses and going, 16, you're old enough to drive, you're old enough to fight, let's go.
Yeah, they weren't they weren't doing diligence or anything.
Yeah.
You're old enough to drive, you're old enough to die.
But there hasn't even been a draft since... Did they draft for Vietnam?
Yes, Vietnam.
Yeah, I think Vietnam was the last draft, and that was... Jesus.
Yeah.
The likelihood of there being a draft now is under 1%. Like at this point... at this point, they'll just build more drones. Mm-hmm. People require a lot of resources for not a lot of damage. A drone will last for days with no meals, no sleep, and you can build one in a day and have it overseas in under a day, and then it can take out an entire city in 30 seconds. That's way better than a soldier.
Some forced labor then.
Yeah, and there's no insurance.
We don't need him to go to boot camp.
Yeah, there's no insurance needed if it gets shot down. Who cares? There's no loved ones. There's no it's
no Purple Hearts to hand out.
Yeah, it's way more efficient to just fucking build more drones. Just build another drone. Just fucking send drones. We don't need people anymore.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you've been walking in the desert for 3 weeks with barely any water. Here's a drone, and you're gone now.
I was listening to a YouTube channel where a guy was arguing for guns. And he was doing the whole, like, we need a well-regulated militia, send the Constitution, because we got to fight back against a tyrannical government. That's why I'm not worried about Trump. We got the Second Amendment. And I'm sitting here going, it doesn't matter if you've got 1 gun or 100 guns in the year 2024. God. If it comes down to you versus the government, you're going to send 100 of your dudes armed to the teeth with guns into the street. They're going to send a kid in a bunker with a PlayStation controller. Yeah. Like, you're never going to see him. They're just going to kill you from space. Like, they have drones. Until the Second Amendment says you can have drones, that doesn't even matter anymore. It's a moot point.
And where is this tyrannical government?
That is the worst. They were arguing that's what Trump was trying to build. And his defense of why would you still vote for Trump was, well, we got the Second Amendment, so if Trump tries anything, we can fight back. That was his logic for voting for Trump.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for him, but if he steps out of line, I got this.
So
it's like, no, you don't.
So his logic was, I'm going to vote for the guy
goes bad.
who is most likely to be a tyrant Maybe, but
he was like one retarded kid.
Be...
He was like one retarded kid with a rifle almost got him. Imagine what 100 well-trained military veterans could do.
I just don't think anyone was really expecting.
No one was expecting the retarded kid with the gun.
Not to mention, he has spent.
Here's what's going to happen: is they're going to notice there's going to be a bunch of NRA members, like all of the NRA is going to rally together to, protest and have their plan, and they're all going to be in one spot. It's going to be like 300 of them, and then the military is going to need to strike and be like, well, we got to nip this in the bud, or we're going to have a civil war. So they're going to be giving their speech. We got to take back America. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, in Washington, there's a guy in a bunker with a PlayStation controller going, so I just push this red button right here?
We gotta kill enough.
Yeah. He's just gonna be like,
we can't kill too many to make the
I've got a
community mad at
us.
We gotta send a message.
Sir, I've got the Predator drone ready. It's in position. We got 8 Hellfire missiles on standby. So I just press this red button right here, and it's okay if I do this. You're telling me I can do this. Okay, and then he presses the button.
Am I really launching the ICBM at Myrtle Beach?
And then he presses, the red button, and they're like, Johnson, situation report, sir. They're all fucking dead.
They're gone.
All 300 of them, yes, sir. All 300 of them, they're all dead.
All 300.
Casualties?
Like people don't realize.
Were there casualties? I mean, they were in a park, so it was kind of just them by themselves. I don't think we had any casualties.
They were in a parking lot.
Okay, so we're good here. I think we won. Okay,
yeah.
It's that simple. That's how it's going to go.
There's no conventional warfare against the United States, and there's not even a guerrilla. No,
back in the days,
Iran and the Gulf War, destroyed 3 oil rigs, all their fleet in 8 hours. We got it done in one business day.
Back in the day when they wrote the Second Amendment, the only guns available were the ones that you had to put a ball in and stuff the little stick down there, and you got one shot, and then and then you got to do it again.
And then light the wick.
You're shooting maybe 2 shots a minute if you're real good at packing that thing in there.
Yeah.
Now you're getting like 1,000 shots in 60 seconds. It's a No, I think if they would have known that, they might have. They might have put some stipulations in there.
About that.
Everybody's done a skit on that because it's incredibly obvious that this is the weakest argument on the fucking planet.
Yeah, that's not.
Now, you could own a cannon back then, but you had to own a ship.
Yep.
Fight against pirates.
And cannons were not easy to travel.
No.
I mean, technically, you can own a drone right now.
Technically.
But I don't think your Best Buy drone, your Amazon drone, is going to stand up to a Predator drone. I mean, those things, they're almost in orbit. Yours goes maybe 100 feet. I mean,
that $20 JCPenney one my parents got you for Christmas that time.
You just duct taped a pistol to the bottom of this, son. It's fully loaded, though.
You left the safety on.
God damn it, bring it back. Abort. Yeah, there's no war to be had here. There's going to be no more civil war. Like, that's it. You're fucking done.
Yeah,
that's how this ends.
I would like to at least say the logic was sound, but nope, it was not sound at all.
I mean, back then it was one of the checks on the government back then, and it was a legitimate check. It was they were so scared that their government
against the Native Americans. goddammit.
I mean, back then they were so scared that even though they wrote all these stipulations and checks and balances, they were still scared that, like, maybe our system's not perfect and someone will find a way to turn our government into the one we just left. Back into a
monarchy?
Yeah, back into a monarchy we just left in the UK. So, as a last resort, our citizens will be able to fight back. We'll make sure that they're armed. Yep. Fast forward to 2024.
All the checks and balances that they put in place
they held, but if they don't hold, our citizens can't do shit.
No, they can't. We
don't own or have access to the weaponry that they do. I don't think our founding fathers could predict Predator drones and Hellfire missiles.
Now, let it be known, if it's a bipartisan issue that gets the American people riled, if it's Democrat or Republican fighting, no, that's not happening. But if it's the whole people
versus
like
the government.
No one in the global community is going to be like, yeah, we're supporting the United States government as they drop predator drones on civilians.
Yeah,
no.
like it's.
But
yeah,
if it's the NRA saying, like, you can kill some of them, all right, Sometimes you have to, but if it's the whole people, we'll get some shit done.
I mean, they've got predator drones. If you want to go even older school,
to kill us all.
If you want to go, yeah, they do. They really do.
They do.
Bitch, they got nukes. Worst case,
but they're not nuking their own people. That is a worst case doomsday scenario.
I mean, even if you don't use nukes, you just use conventional bombs. They have bombs. We don't have missiles and bombs. No. Worst case, they can be like, I mean, if we just take out one or two of our own cities, the rest will be like, oh shit, yeah, we can't win.
Fall in the line.
We can just make an example out of some of them. Like, where's a place we don't give a fuck about? Like Mobile, Alabama,
San Francisco.
Is anyone really gonna miss
Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah, like, is anyone really gonna miss Mobile, Alabama? Like, really? I think it's mostly trailer parks. I mean, it's named Mobile for mobile home. Maybe we can just delete that one and start over, and everyone else will be like, oh shit! In 2 minutes they just deleted an entire town. I mean, it's a town nobody gave a fuck about, but they deleted one. They could do that to ours. Yeah, like once you put that fear in people, they'll back off, and then we won't have Mobile, Alabama anymore. It's a win-win in my book.
They spawn camped the kids in Mobile, Alabama. They spawn camped Mobile, Alabama.
What was the thing they used to? Wasn't it Osama or whatever?
I mean, look, even if you're going to use a nuke, because you're like, oh shit, wouldn't that like ruin farmland and destroy the country? Look, truth be told, if you hit Florida in just the right spot with a nuke, it'll break off and just float into the ocean, and then we don't have Florida anymore. Like it's a total win right there.
Just shoot America right in its dick.
Yeah, just fucking chop America's dick off. We'll be the first trans country.
I'm sorry for all the Florida women, but for all the Florida men we got rid of.
Yeah.
We got rid of Florida man. I don't think the rest of the country will complain. Like, I think it's a win.
Florida man.
You just chop. If you hit a nuke at the right spot, just right on the fault line, then there's an earthquake and Florida like just breaks off and floats away, and everyone's like, okay, so we're done here. Yeah, we win, and you don't have to worry about the nuclear fallout because it's all over there. And America's safe over here. We fucking win.
I honestly don't think they'd care that much about nuclear fallout. They'd lie to us and tell us it was okay. And there you go.
I mean,
10 years later, we're all having two-headed babies. It's fine.
I mean, this fear of fucking civil war, people screaming about that, this is nonsense.
No, it's so stupid.
I'm like, if you want to have like an argument about guns, which first of all, you were like, the founding fathers put it in the Constitution. I'm like, oh, all right, well, first of all, it wasn't originally in the Constitution. That's why it's called an amendment. It got added later, and it can also be removed, like we've done with other amendments. And second of all, the best argument for owning a gun and it being your right to own them is that you have the right to own them. That's it. Like, it's not for a militia. You don't have to own them for a purpose other than, what, man can't have a hobby? Yeah, like, that's it.
Can't collect
That's
things.
Fucking it.
Yeah.
Stop making it about protecting yourself or your home or your country, because it's doing none of those things.
Guns go bang bang. It's fun. Just say that.
Yeah, it's fun to shoot stuff.
I've shot stuff. It's fun. Yeah.
I can own a fishing rod. Fishing rods kill fish. I can own a gun. Guns kill deer and bears. And I don't want my wife to be in a position where she's trapped in a forest and has to choose between me or the bear. I can't. If I know what women in 2024 are going to do, they're going to choose the bear. I got to take him out. He's a threat to my marriage. That's all I got to say right. That's it. That's how you win the argument.
That two-timing bear.
You're picking the man with the gun over the bear.
Because I'll tell my wife, she'll be like, yeah, I bet that bear knows what a woman is. And I'll be like, well, does that bear know what a Smith & Wesson is? Okay, has he met Remington Steele? Or my porn name, Remington Steele.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I got so many of them.
I know you do. You
Huge
really do.
Jackman.
Huge Jackman.
Huge
yeah.
Jackman. Dr. Gaming.
You might want to change that after the Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
An actual minor has partnered with Dr. Disrespect to form Dr. Gaming. There's the headline. Oh, God. Let's play some goddamn Fortnite.
Dr. Gaming.